House is going to be heading out soon. Take a breath of relief. It's exciting to have a chance to talk about this issue. There's been a lot of work from a lot of folks here from the Digital Forum to a lot of supporting groups to put together legislation, particularly in the Senate with the authors of Senator Leahy and Senator Lee, to move this bill through the Senate. It's one of those rare moments of bipartisanship where we can work together, Democrats and Republicans, to do something that is very practical and very important for every American, every constituent in your boss's districts in this country. My constituents are astonished when I tell them that the federal government can read their email without a warrant. And they say, oh, you mean the NSA thing? I'm not even talking about that. That's a metadata issue. Remember how outraged everybody got with the idea that the federal government was even just knowing what calls were being made from one person to another? Not the content of calls, just the fact that calls were being made. This is a situation where the federal government is reading the content of Americans' emails without their knowledge and without a warrant signed off on by a judge. And so what we're trying to do here with this legislation is very simply say that the Fourth Amendment should apply to digital communication. And the idea that the IRS's position is on this issue that Americans do not have an expectation of privacy in their email is outlandish. And it would be outlandish to any of the constituents in any of your districts that they would believe that the federal government's position towards their email accounts is, well, Americans don't have an expectation of privacy in this. So as you explain this to folks in your district, I think they're going to quickly be astonished that we've allowed this to go on for as long as we have. And it's something that we can easily fix. It's something we're building momentum for. So if you have a boss who's not a co-sponsor of the bill, we really need them on board. We have way over 150 co-sponsorships now, and we're gaining momentum. And I believe this is the type of thing that when you have co-sponsors from both parties and both chambers that can actually be successful. My colleague Jared Polis is back here. Myself, Tom Graves, and Jared Polis introduced the bill in the House. We've got strong bipartisan support. I think we have over 50 Democrats, over 100 Republicans, and that's kind of rare. We also have a bill that's supported by both the ACLU and the Heritage Foundation. Also a bit rare. And so we're putting together a lot of strange bedfellows here on this legislation, and it's an opportunity to really do something positive for our country and protect their constitutional rights, because at the end of the day, this comes back to a Fourth Amendment issue. And most Americans believe that their digital correspondence ought to have the same protection as the paper correspondence. And so your help and your interest in coming today is really great. We really appreciate it, and we need your help and support to get this across the finish line to make sure that members of Congress understand what's actually happening. And I've been going around the floor in past weeks getting co-sponsors, and when I describe what's happening to other members of Congress, they are just completely stunned that this is being allowed under current federal law. So let's fix this, and let's do something positive in a very divided Congress. And so I appreciate this esteemed panel, and certainly they can answer a lot of technical questions, but we're building a lot of momentum for this. Glad to have you here and look forward to gaining additional support. Thanks so much. Appreciate it.
As Congressman Yoder said, we also are very, very pleased to have Congressman Jared Polis, 2nd District of Colorado, a member of the House since 2000.